Hello designers, did you know that you're paying $20 for a full seat on Figma? Now multiply that across a 5-person team and that's almost $1,200 a year just to design. You might say that Figma is not just about design, it has got Figma Make, it has got slides, it has got Figma Buzz. But let's be practical here. As a solo designer or an agency, are you actually using all these features? You might probably use it just for design and the development and everything happens in various other tools. So subscription bloat is real and design tools are also not immune to this. So if you're a small startup or a solo agency and this is a massive bloat tax that you're paying every month. So I've been testing this $12 alternative called Pixso for the last week. And the results are actually insane. So let me just show you the pricing for Pixo. So here you can see that on a monthly basis, a full seat is costing you $12 per month. And the annual plan is just costing you $120 per year. And that brings your cost to $10 per month as well. So in this video, I thought I'll take you through a couple of reasons why you should definitely check out this tool and see if this is a good fit for your company. And by the end of this, I'm sure that you will be convinced to give this tool a try. So this is the dashboard and you can see that you can get started with a design file. You have a whiteboard where you can start brainstorming and ideating and things like that. And then you have a community section where you can get started with various templates. But the first thing for anyone looking into a new tool is the migration aspect of it. And I should say that the migration has been taken care by Pixo very well. So let me just show you. Once you come here, there's an import option. And once I click on this, you just choose which file that you're working with. So if you're working with Figma, just click on that and just drag and drop in your file. So I'm just going to choose a Figma file from here. As I open it, it gets imported. No conversion tool, no third-party plugins. You just select your .fig file and it gets imported. So let me just open this and show you to you. So it's completed. This is the file that got imported. I'm just going to open it. It's get loading here. And here we have it. So if I can just zoom in here, you'll see the precision to the details that got imported. So the first thing is everything imported very well. There are no overlaps or any issues that I can notice. And if I zoom in, you can see that all these are components with auto layout, everything very clean, every frame and every constraints are still as it is what is there on Figma. And beautifully, even the styles have been imported. So if I click on the canvas, you can see that all the styles, all the tokens are imported very well into this. And it also has the tokens. It is still in beta, but yeah, it also has tokens. So all your variables also should get imported seamlessly. And if I select any text here, you can see that it is being attached to the styles here and the color is also being attached to the tokens. So you can notice this. Let me just show you a couple of other examples. So this is again the style and the color. So from a UI standpoint of view, everything has imported very seamlessly. And now let's also look at the prototyping. So there were also prototyping links that were there in Figma. So if I jump into the prototype tab, you can see that even the prototype links are very well migrated here as well. So let me just run the prototype here for you and show it to you. So as you can see, the prototype has loaded. Now I can just try clicking these links and yes, the prototyping links also working very seamlessly. So let's just come back. And as you can see, the first very important thing for looking at a new tool is migration. And Pixo has nailed this with very frictionless migration. You can just bring in your Figma files and start working on it. And apart from that, one more point to note is the community aspect of it. So if I can just come back here, you can see that they have a very good community as well. So here you can see that you can get started with a lot of templates. You can look at this. There are like 67 pages. Obviously, it's not close to what Figma has, but definitely you're not starting from zero. You have a lot of these amazing templates to get started with from day one. And yeah, moving on to the plugin ecosystem, it's definitely not as huge as what Figma has got, and that's the truth. But yeah, all the essentials are definitely covered. So if I hop onto the plugins option here, you have the community plugins and a lot of things like remove background, icons, and your handoff plugins and accessibility checkers. So all your basic needs for design are definitely covered here. And the plugin ecosystem is actively growing. So you can see that the community plugins have a huge list now and they will keep growing as well. But yeah, you can go and give it a check and see what are the other different plugins available here. And yeah, now let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that's none other than AI. So now you can't expect a design tool not to have AI, and Pixo is already ready with AI features. So let me take you through a couple of them. So here I am on a blank page and on the right side, you have this option AI. And as I hop onto this, you have all these different AI features. So all the common ones are already there, like text to image, you have smart auto layout, you have image editing, remove background or boosting your resolution. And then there are some unique ones like generate design specs. So once you have done designing and you want to create a spec out of what you have designed, you can use this and get a design spec ready. And there are also interesting ones like design checklist. So let's say you're creating a component and like a to-do list component or something, and you want to create a checklist, and this will make sure it'll create a set of checkpoints here, and then you can start checking it off so that you're sure that you have created the most scalable version of that particular component. And then you also have text features as well. You can translate things, you can improve the UX copy of things, you can summarize things, all that is there. And then there's an AI chat which will basically help you with all things related to design. You can keep talking to it on improving your design and stuff like that. But yeah, one interesting thing I definitely want to show in this video is the AI design. So once you hop on to AI design, you can start generating designs right from here, and that will give you like a first draft. So I already have a small prompt here, so let me just copy this. So it's nothing complicated. It's a very simple prompt asking to create a to-do list application, but in a Tesla inspired design theme. So the prompt is running. So interestingly, you don't have to start with a blank canvas. You just give it one prompt and you'll get a structured design draft. So it has started to ideate on things, and it has set up the different color palettes that it has to use, the typography, the layout, the different components that it'll be implementing. So there you go. It has already come up with a design right here, and it has given me options to insert into Canvas or view the code. But yeah, one more thing I forgot to show you is the models that you can pick from here. So you have access to Gemini 3.1 and the Claude as well. So you can pick your model and get started with generating the designs. So I'll just insert this into the canvas and let's take a look at it. All right, there we go. It has dropped it onto the canvas. Let's zoom in and see. So as you can see, it has very well put down the dashboard here. So I have a checklist of things to do, and here we have the completion rate and we have the metrics. So yeah, as you can see, you don't have to start from zero, no blank canvas, no mood boards, no wireframes. You actually get a first draft design, and it's not a replacement for design thinking. So this will just help you get started with the first draft, and then you can start ideating and improvising on top of this. You can start making tweaks to this, give it more prompts, and then see things change here. Now, finally, I just want to talk about one thing, which is the developer handoff. So you have the dev mode or the dev view here, where you can see the dev features from here itself. So you can click on things and you have everything here. So devs can easily look at it and start building the dev aspect of it. But apart from that, there is D2C, which is really interesting. So let me just select this frame, and here you can choose which tech stack that you want to go with. So here I'm just going to choose HTML for now, and let's say generate code. And within a couple of seconds, it's going to generate the code for this particular screen. And there you go. The code for HTML is already generated. And you also have different preferences that you can choose from if you have certain preferences on the naming convention. But yeah, once the code is generated, I can just download this right away. So if I download it, you have the file right. And if I try to open this, and I'll show you the preview of this as well. So I'm opening this particular HTML page, and there you go. You can see that everything is all HTML and it is being laid out really well. So let's try and see if this is actually responsive. Yeah, it's not responsive. You might have to attach in the auto layout properties and things like that. And then this will also be responsive. Overall, it has done like a really good job, as you can see here. Yeah, finally, is Pixso perfect? No, there are certain gaps. The plugin gap is real, and power users might really feel it. But if you're really tired of the bloat tax that you're paying of extra $8 per month, you might want to give this a try yourself. Especially for startup agencies and growing teams, this surely would make a difference in the final year invoice that you see. So is this $8 monthly saving worth switching for your team? Let me know in the comments below what you think about this, and definitely check out, there's a link in the description to help you get started with Pixso. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.